They know about the upcoming only on Patreon show we're going to have tonight. Myself and Quinn Michaels. We had a little bonus stream earlier this week with Kennedy. Kennedy is one of the individuals from the crowd who's been helping Quinn with his research. I was pleased to learn that Kennedy and Quinn met because Kennedy was watching Crowdsource the Truth, so that's really great. And tonight, Quinn is going to be exploring something he just told me about, dolphin research. I don't know if people knew this, but in the 60s there was research that involved using LSD on dolphins, and that's going to be only on Patreon. Every Saturday, Quinn and I are doing a show that's on the Crowdsource the Truth Patreon channel and also the Quinn Michaels Patreon channel. So we need a little extra time tonight. Quinn, of course, is on the West Coast, so he's 3 hours earlier. And so tonight's show is going to begin at 9:30 East Coast time, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. So people have plenty of time to go to patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth or patreon.com/Rahula Club. You can join either Quinn's Patreon page or mine. And for as little as $1 per month, you're going to get these exclusive live streams. And this is something that we're doing as a added bonus to the people that have been supporting our efforts and sponsoring the show. Of course, we had earlier today whistleblower episode with Robin Gritz and Andrew Craig. And then I just dropped a little segment from one of our Patreon-only streams, just a little preview to let people see what kind of information we get into on these Patreon-only streams. Quinn Michaels uncovered evidence in the form of text messages from Manuel Chavez that seem to indicate, it's unclear at this point, we're still reviewing that evidence, but it would seem to indicate a rather elaborate scheme that Mr. Chavez has outlined, whereby people can use the social media network Steemit to seemingly generate cryptocurrency money out of nothing. And he goes into detail as to how you can jump through hoops to transfer that cryptocurrency, that Steem cryptocurrency, which I've suspected for a long time to have certain strange things about it that indicate that it's either very easily rigged or it was intentionally designed to be rigged. Of course, people remember I went to the New York City office of Steemit and there was nothing there, just a P.O. box. Experts in examining frauds like Charles Ortel have told me that that type of thing is a huge red flag for fraud, that a serious business, particularly one with a market capitalization of hundreds of millions of dollars, would have some kind of office. I mean, we know it's a virtual company, but this is the type of thing that we're researching, and it's really interesting to see the metadata that comes up around these videos. Today was the first day that Crowdsource the Truth 2 is out of YouTube jail. So we should be live streaming on the Jason Goodman channel, the original Crowdsource the Truth channel, as well as Crowdsource the Truth 2 and 21st Century 3D's YouTube channel. So people can be watching on any of those. But of course at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 Pacific tonight, there's going to be an exclusive only on Patreon stream. That's going to be Quinn Michaels and I. We're going to be exploring the connections between Flipper, the real big Lebowski, and Dolphin pleasure. So this all ties to the Process Church, and Quinn has told us many times how the Process Church has long been interested in technology and had access to technology that maybe we don't know about. They have infiltrated various government agencies, and there are offshoots from Aleister Crowley's Thelema religion. So people definitely want to take the time between now and 9:30 p.m. Eastern to go to patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth or patreon.com/Rahula Club. For as little as $1 a month, you can sponsor Crowdsource the Truth, you can sponsor Quinn Michaels, and you can watch exclusive live streams with myself and Quinn at either of those two Patreon channels. And of course, Patreon sponsors on Crowdsource the Truth that sponsor the show for $5 per month or more can also get free access to the Discord chat, and we will be taking questions from Discord chat tonight. But again, back to the metadata that surrounds the little video clip I released earlier today. Well, it's interesting to see who comes into the comments section on Crowdsource the Truth 2 to immediately disparage the information with these vague statements that, you can read them for yourself, but obviously no one is presenting evidence, and they're saying things like, what's wrong with making money? Now that's interesting because a lot of these are the same type of people who tell me that I should be running Crowdsource the Truth at my own expense, something that I simply can't do. I would have no other source of income if it wasn't for the generous sponsors that are going to patreon.com/crowdsource the truth. And of course, you can also sponsor the show by going to paypal.me/crowdsource the truth. I don't yet have a mechanism to make the exclusive live streams available through any system other than Patreon. And I also want to let our Patreon sponsors know that right now there's a little bit of a technical problem with the Patreon app on iOS devices. So if you're watching the exclusive Patreon streams on your iPhone or iPad, this problem may also exist on Android. The best thing to do is use your built-in browser. So on iOS devices, that's going to be Safari. You're going to get the same experience. You see the same videos. You log into your same account. And just a little point of clarification there. So we'll see everybody on Patreon, only on Patreon, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. Quinn Michaels is going to be telling us all about experiments to teach dolphins how to speak English and how LSD, I don't even want to tell you the details. There's some crazy stuff that we're going to go into, but be sure to tune in. Thanks for watching, everybody, and real big thanks to all of our Patreon sponsors. We could not be carrying on with this work without you, and the future is looking bright. So please become a sponsor, and we'll see you tonight. Thanks very much, everybody.